strong magnitude 6.3 earthquake and aftershock of 4.5 strike north of Fukushima, Japan. We know that this is on the Ring of Fire. We've had strong quakes rattling that area in the area of Kamchatka Peninsula, which is over 100 volcanoes in that peninsula. And obviously we've had the earthquakes south of Japan in Indonesia. We have the Krakatoa erupting in Indonesia. Let's take a quick look at the map of what's going on in Japan. Seismo Berkeley, and this is our location right here. The 6.3 at 38 kilometers depth and the 4.5, 35 kilometers depth right over it. This is the area of Fukushima. We had earthquakes there at 4.6 a few days ago. And this is Kamchatka Peninsula. As we can see, that's over 100 volcanoes right there. And this is the area of Indonesia where we have our the Anak Krakatoa, the Chala Krakatoa, which is inside the Krakatoa volcano, the famous 1883 eruption that took place, or the infamous eruption. But this is our area right here, just north of Fukushima. And we'll see that on our map right here. This is Fukushima right here. This is the shaking, as you can see. Obviously, the block stops right here, but if you increase that, extrapolate the frequencies, you can see that it's obviously has shaken Fukushima right there. Okay? Fukushima, of course, has been shaken. Let's go to the topography again, right there. If you extrapolate that, you can see that that whole thing is shaking. Okay? And of course, it's on the Ring of Fire, as we can see. There it is. Now, we were told a few videos back concerning this area that in the year 600 AD, the island was about, the tip of the island here, which is here, it was about up to here, which means that the whole island of Japan, the whole section of Japan, was seeing the pink lights of the aurora borealis of northern lights because it was a lot northern up, much more northern location, which means that it has really come down south since 600 AD. And the astronomers and paleogeologists found that the only way they could have seen that aurora borealis up there was because the whole island of the island sections of Japan were up towards where Kamchatka is now, right around there. This is on the Ring of Fire, as we could see. We still have a lot of activity going on there. Okay, and the other one is the 4.5. No one has reported to USGS, but it doesn't matter because obviously we could see the shaking. Okay, and here we have 59 people reported it. And the shake map, as we could see, right on the coast, north of Sendai. The North American plate, Pacific plate, Philippine sea plate, and Eurasian plate all influence the tectonic setting of Japan, Taiwan, and surrounding area. This is it right here. Some authors divide the edges of these plates into several microplates that together take up the overall relative motions between larger tectonic blocks, including the Okhotsk microplate in northern Japan, the Okinawa microplate, southern Japan, the Yangtze microplate in area of East China Sea, the Amur microplate in the area of Sea of Japan. The seafloor expression of the boundary plate between Pacific and North American plates lies 300 kilometers off the east coast of Hokkaido and Honshu. The subduction of the Pacific plate beneath North American plate at rates of a whopping 83 to 90 millimeters per year. Okay, the Pacific plate underneath the North American plate. Take this off, okay. There we go, here. That's very fast, as we can see. Generates abundant seismicity, predominantly as a result of interplate slip-along interface between the plates. The 1958 magnitude 8.4 Etorofu, the 1963 8.6 Kirill, the 8.3 magnitude Tokachi, and the 2011 9 magnitude Tohoku. That's the, of course, the Fukushima thing, 9 magnitude. At the southern terminus of Japan Trench, the intersection of Pacific, North American, and Philippine sea plates form the Baso Triple Junction, the only example of trench-trench-trench intersection in the world. South of the Triple Junction of Pacific late subductions beneath the Philippine sea plate at a rate of 45 to 56 millimeters per year. So you can see how fast that's going. This margin is noteworthy because of the steep dip of the subduction Pacific plate, 70 degrees or greater below the depths of 50 kilometers depth, and because of its heterogeneous seismicity, few earthquakes above magnitude 7 occur at shallow depths, yet may occur below 400 kilometers, and the lack of large, shallow megathrust earthquakes may be a result of weak coupling at the plate interface or simply a reflection of an incomplete earthquake catalog with respect to the length of typical seismic cycles. So this is, of course, as you can see, a very active area of the Pacific plate, the Pacific plate. And as we said before, there's a lot of movement going there. I mean, I was shocked when I heard that Japan was all the way up here, you know, close to Kamchatka, being having the northern lights visible regularly at the year 600 AD. So you can understand how much, I mean, what took place when all this moved down? Amazing, amazing. So this is, of course, in an area where we had the recent 7.5 a few weeks ago, and we have Krakatoa erupting now in Indonesia. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.